It's 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning. A water sprinkler that took a while to shut down has caused some issues for people living in a downtown Lexington apartment building.
Lexington police still looking for a group of men they think stabbed several people at a nightclub this weekend.
All eyes are on this storm complex to the north, heading southbound. We'll track the latest details and also that timing. That's crucial. We'll have that coming up next.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome. It's good to have you with us here on Monday. It's July 13th. We hope you had a nice weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. More on that historic deal that Greece has finally made with European leaders. So we'll see the latest on that. Hopefully the stock market will respond in a good way to that.
We hope so. And we'll have that shortly. And watching that breaking story in downtown Lexington where people have been forced out of an apartment. But we're going to be watching weather very, very closely today.
Yeah, Micah, what's in store for us?
Well, it looks like it's going to be another active day in store. We really haven't taken a break from the rain for quite some time. I know we had one Saturday, but I'm just talking about a long break. We won't see that anytime soon. Next 48 hours are pretty active. We look northbound because that's where that complex is coming from. Already some severe thunderstorm warnings on that as it slides right across Wisconsin, heads towards Chicago. And this is heading directly into our neck of the woods here in just about 5 to about 8 hours. So we have some time to get out, knock out some plans, and then we'll start to see those creep a little bit closer. But the timing on this still looks like afternoon off into the evening hours, and that's today's forecast, those severe storms. Now, hour by hour, I'll go through that, show you how you can plan your day coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, we thank you, and today is a first alert severe weather day once again. Many across the Commonwealth preparing again for storms and already cleaning up from storms that happened over this weekend.
Woodford, Boyle, and Lincoln counties all saw the worst of the damage. WKYT's Hillary Thornton's at our live desk with a look. Hillary, what county saw the worst damage?
Morning, Rebecca and Bill. Yesterday's storm left behind a big mess in Woodford County and several other communities here in central Kentucky. This all coming, as Micah mentioned, it is expected to be another big day weather-wise in our region. A severe thunderstorm knocked over trees and power lines in the Pinkard community of Woodford County. At one point, Kentucky Utilities crews reported about 200 people in the area without power. A woman we spoke to described it as a very scary situation as she watched torrential rain and trees falling down around her home. Then over in Boyle County, many homeowners spent the day picking up branches and debris after heavy rain caused high water in many yards. Emergency management officials there say the Perryville community received around 3 inches of rain in less than 1 hour. Officials in Lincoln County tell us they also had some issues from the storm. They say a tree on Maxwell Street in downtown Stanford fell and took a power meter off of a house. Also, there was some tin roofing found in the area that was ripped off a nearby house. Emergency management officials in these hard-hit areas described the weather the past few days as relentless, and they want to remind everyone to stay aware today and to not drive through that high water. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
If you can't catch us on the air, you can always catch up with the latest forecast on WKYT.com. New this morning, a sprinkler system caused a lot of problems for the people who live in one area of town.
And just after midnight, a small fire set off the sprinklers at that apartment building in downtown Lexington. It's an ongoing issue. WKYT's Sean Moody is live from the apartments with a look at the damage. Sean, how many floors of that building has this affected?
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. The sprinklers went off on all 8 floors of the building, but the damage, they say, is mainly from the 4th floor on down. Around 12:30 last night, firefighters say there was a small cooking fire in a room on the 4th floor. The sprinklers put that fire out quickly but kept on pumping. Water from those sprinklers flowed down through the building and caused water damage in about 11 rooms, according to firefighters. When firefighters got to the scene, they shut off the sprinkler at the sprinkler heads and also had to cut off the entire sprinkler system. They were still pumping water out of the building overnight. Now, until they get the sprinkler system operating fully again, management will keep a close eye on the building.
They're required to have someone walk the floors physically to check and make sure that there's no fires on all 8 floors of that building, because that system is down.
A firefighter said they were able to save some people's things by covering them with salvage covers and moving them to the center of the room. Tower Plaza is part of the Lexington Housing Authority. They have more than 300 units for people 62 and over between these two buildings. Tower Plaza management said they had to move 2 people into their motel rooms, while they get things cleaned up. They hope to have those people back in their rooms by either later today or tomorrow. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you very much. Now, breaking international news from overnight. European leaders have unanimously agreed on a bailout deal for debt-ridden Greece. In a tweet that was sent this morning, Eurozone Summit Chair Donald Tusk said the program will include reforms and financial support. This deal means Greece will not have to leave the euro currency. The Greek government made a request last week for a more than 50 billion euro rescue plan from Europe's bailout zone.
Happening this week, the East Kentucky Power Cooperative will hold a meeting on how to remove coal ash from a Clark County power plant. The meeting will be this Thursday at 5 at George Rogers Clark High School in Winchester. The Dale Station power plant needs to move coal ash to a landfill at Smith Station in southeastern Clark County. The excavation of the ash is planned to continue through 2017 and will cost about $27 million.
Several people are recovering from a stabbing at a nightclub over the weekend. Early Sunday morning, police went to Salon Noa Noa on Woodhill Drive. They say someone there found someone with a stab wound at a nearby chiropractic office. They took that person to UK Chandler Hospital. A few hours later, officers say 3 more people showed up at the hospital with stab wounds and that one of them had critical injuries. Officers tell us they are still looking for about 3 to 5 men who they think are responsible.
Well, Lexington families remembering a teenager who drowned in southern Kentucky over the weekend. Family members say 18-year-old Carl Whitaker was camping with relatives at Lake Cumberland when he drowned. They say he was fishing and trying to get to a different part of the lake when he slipped under the water. His family gathered this weekend to share memories and mourn their loss.
You know, we was told and we were warned, but we overlooked that and decided to take, you know, a fun activity to a point where we should have followed directions. We seen him struggling, we tried to get to him and just wasn't able to get there in time.
Funeral arrangements have not been set. The family has set up a GoFundMe page with funeral costs. You can find a link to that page on our website, WKYT.com.
The time this morning is 5:07 on WKYT, and a Knox County man is facing charges this morning after deputies say he led them on a chase. Around 12:15 yesterday morning, deputies tried to pull over a driver in the Stinking Creek community. They say he was driving in the wrong direction, but when they caught up with him, deputies say the driver sped off. They later stopped him and charged him with DUI. A young man's bucket list is being carried out by his family thanks to the help of others. Aaron Collins of Lexington passed away 3 years ago, and his final wish was to give generously to others. This week, his family carried out that wish for the 100th time, leaving a $500 tip for a server at Cheddar's in Lexington, where his family last ate dinner with him.
He would have been happy to make anyone happy in any way, and I think what most people have seen coming away from this is that doing this sort of thing for someone really has a long-lasting impression.
The family's first donation was at Puccini's in Lexington. When others found out, they began donating too, so that family could keep giving away huge tips to other servers. The family has now given away more than $50,000 in Aaron's name. And that certainly is wonderful, a way of passing it on, a way to honor his memory.
Pay it forward. Love it.
It's Monday morning on WKYT. We're just getting started with all the latest news.
So I'm just chilling, FedEx office all by myself, quite possibly the strangest experience of my life.
Okay, something many could agree with. This man got locked in a FedEx for 2 hours. We'll tell you how and what he did to pass the time, coming up in about 5 minutes.
And General Motors is issuing another major recall on their crossover vehicles. We'll tell you which vehicles are affected. That's coming up a little bit later in consumer news.
One lone thunderstorm in the far southern zones right now over in Harlan and Bell County, but you got to look northbound because that's where our major severe weather threat comes from, and I'll have the timing, how you can plan your day around these, coming up next.